Biafra referendum, Biafra sovereignty have finally caused revolution in Africa. Yes, if today is your first time of watching my video, please kindly subscribe to this channel on your notifications and share this video. Of course, as we are hearing in Cote d'Ivoire, another coup have taken place in Cote d'Ivoire. It look like reportedly that a military junta have also overthrown a democratic government in Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, of course, Abraham Traore now is giving them wutu. The British, I have told you people that Africa now are now beginning to wake up that this democracy that these people, British, give to us, these Western people give to us, is to enslave us more and more. And that's why you could see that most of them, they are not bothered in which angle former President Buhari kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Today, DSS now, they are denying it, that they don't know it's a kidnap. Of course, I will not blame them as such, because this new boss of DSS is not the one that do the job. It's the Fulani man who instructed his fellow Fulani to kidnap, to detain Nnamdi Kanu unlawfully over 5 years. But we are watching because the whole world is watching of what is happening. Yes, Africa, what is the fate of Africa? Africa have now started waking up now. The world, the giant of the world who are making Africa are angry. Of which, of course, you are hearing the beef between the United States of America and the South Africa. Yes, a clash has come in and Donald Trump is bullying South Africa. Yes, Donald Trump is bullying South Africa, which is very, very unacceptable to Africa. And that's why you could see today, it is only an African man who does not know anything that will criticize every actions or reactions of this Abraham Traore. Enough is enough. These people have taken us for a while. Africa is blessed with different mineral resources that if we know what we have, we don't need to be traveling to all these countries to go and survive. They are the ones that are supposed to be coming to Africa to seek for help, to beg and serve a black man. But reverse is the case, because our leaders, all in the name of democracy, religion, allow these people to brainwash them, and they keep making what belongs to Africa. You can see the game have caught up with the Macron, the president of France right now. Is running katakiti here and there, running to Trump every day to go and say Trump. What can Trump do for you? If Trump want to render help for you, let America render help to France. Not you people keep making Africa. You could see now that the arrival of Abraham Traore now has opened the eyes of so many Africans to see the abominations these Western people, British people are doing to Africa. Look at it now. As we speak now in Burkina Faso now, they have sent France away. Go to Algeria. Algeria also are doing the same thing to to France. Go to Mali, the same thing. Go to Niger, the same thing. Now that we have heard that Cote d'Ivoire have also taken a step now, that means there is a big challenge right now in Africa. What Africa is saying now, that we are ready to take our mantle into our hands. Enough of dictatorship, enough of being slavery. Yes. Oh, why is Africa? Why is Abraham Traore running to Putti? Putti is the one that is confusing them. If Putti in the side of Africa is far better than what the West have done to Africa. Yes. And that's why you see these people, they will intentionally not allow a capable leader to take over any country in Africa. All they want somebody who has no capacity to rule Africa, so that they will keep making. Egypt, go and look at Cameroon. The man who is the president of Cameroon now is over 90-something years. And he has been on that place as a Cameroon president, God knows how many years. He cannot perform. He's not doing anything. But he's there with the backup of the West, because they are making the country. As we speak now, many Africans now are trekking to cross crossed the Red Sea. Many lost their life in the sea, in the process, just to go for a better life. These people keep us on a particular place where Africa cannot move forward. Go and make research. If you think maybe I'm exaggerating or I'm talking trash, since Niger since Niger leave democracy and embrace military, go and check the status of Niger as we speak now. Check the status of Burkina Faso. I'm not advocating for military to come and take over, but I'm just telling you the perspective of it, of what these people are using military to cause in Africa. I've said it time without number, my own observations about the democracy we run in Africa. Democracy is just too expensive for us in Africa, most especially in Nigeria, where I find myself. Most of the virtual things, most of tangible things you see we have in Nigeria today are being done under the military regime. The cost of running this democracy is too expensive for us. They say when two elephants fight, it is the grasses that suffer it. The masses is the one suffering the mess of democracy. From the presidency to the state, from the presidency come down to the state, from the state come down to the local government. They keep looting the resources of the masses. If they are feeling headache, they run to abroad for treatment. But the poor man cannot access a hospital under military government. Military government will not allow these shenanigans characters. And that's why you can see now that Burkina Faso now has put an end to it in Burkina Faso. No any government official can travel for healthcare in any country. You must treat yourself in the same country. Look at the perspective now Morio is bringing now. Morio said that it is high time FIFA look into it and ban those countries, Europe countries, who use Africa. Most of the players in France, they all are from Africa. But because the France, they've seen, oh, these people are talented, they snatch them. They use them to achieve their aim. That's why you can see that France have won the World Cup. If they will make it mandatory, somebody like Mbappe is playing for Cameroon, name all these, they are black players, some that came from Niger and all that, they go and play, you could see that Africa will have win World Cup. But because these people, they have known the tactics to keep using Africa glory to shine. They use religion, they use everything to manipulate Africa. And that's why I'm so happy for the revolution that is going on in Africa right now. You call it, oh, are you happy because military is taking over Africa? It's not about being happy about military. It's about the sanity these people are restoring to Africa. Tell me any country in Africa right now under democracy that is doing well, that the masses are happy. No country. I be in the country where I find myself in Nigeria, where people can no longer feed, people can no longer send their children to school. All in the name of democracy. The cost of running this democracy in Africa is too expensive. They use this, they are useless democracy to destroy Africa. And that's why we find ourselves where we are. Under Abacha, when we criticize Abacha, oh, Abacha, you are the most wicked person. Abacha is this. Nigeria was not as bad as this we find ourselves today. Abacha stole money. Nobody argue about it. But even when he stole money, you saw vital things, important things that Abacha did in Nigeria. Today, they still speak. Compared to this, under these military people, from Obasanjo to this very government we are, what are we achieving? What have we have? What can they boast of? Under this democracy, this is what we are able to get under democracy. So for me, the revolution has started. And that's why you could see now that if we cannot get it right in Nigeria, we are not advocating for military to come and take over. Split this country. Let everybody go. If you don't want to restructure the country, let everybody go and be developing their place. It looks as if Nigeria is too big for one person. One will say this government in 2015, when they were coming, they serious, they know the problem. After watching afar, they campaign that, oh, when we come, they campaign that they are going to restructure the country, that when you restructure the country, half of the problem of Nigeria will be solved. But reverse is the case. Buhari spent 8 years in government. They did not even talk about restructuring. They are there because of selfish interest. Oh, we got there. We don't need to restructure the country anymore. If we restructure the country, the power of the federal will reduce. As I speak to you now, under this very government, the 36th governor of Nigeria now have admitted, have agreed that state policing is a way forward because of this insecurity. These Fulani headsmen who are buying people, chasing people out of their land. The senators now, the House of Assembly, they have agreed, House of Representatives, they have agreed for state policing, but the federal government now, they pay Adamite to eat. Maybe, probably, if we allow state policing now, they might use it against us during elections, or maybe we might not have power. We don't have any situation whereby somebody will just wake up in Abuja, call the IG of Akwa Ibom, call the one in Nasarawa, stop that nonsense. They don't want this shenanigans to stop. They prefer people losing their life so that they will hold this power. Africa mentality. When people now die, US people don't buy, they don't kill numbers of people. It does not mean anything to our leader anymore. They feel unconcerned because their family is safe and secured. Nigeria should wake up and do the needful. Yes, what happened to other countries now will not start happening to, oh, Nigeria is too big. Nigeria is a giant of Africa. Forget about it. Nothing can happen to Nigeria. Who told you that? These guys should stand up and do the needful. We are in 2025, for goodness sake. We have more than 2 years to election. But people have took it upon themselves to start campaigning for 2027, which they are not even sure whether they will witness 2027. They are not sure. And people are dying of hunger. People are suffering. People cannot even move from one place to another. But they keep thinking of 2027 that they are not even sure of. It's as bad as that. Keep looting money that belongs to the masses, channel money for education, channel money for health sector. They are not doing it. They keep making this money for their own family, for their own selfish interest. Now you can see the revolution have started. And these are the many things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have talked about over many years ago, about Africa should wake up and realize the potential they have. If Africa wake up and know the potential they have, Africa will be the greatest continent in the world. These people, they mastermind those old takers who have taken it upon themselves in Africa. They don't want to retire. Some of them are getting close to their grave, seeing their ancestors. They still believe to stay in power. Who does that? Oh, in Africa, in Nigeria, want to travel to Burkina Faso, you need a visa to travel to Burkina Faso. You want to travel to Gambia, you need a visa to Gambia. But in Europe, once you get Schengen visa, you travel to Italy. From Italy, you can move to Finland. From Finland, you can move to Holland. From Holland, you can move to anywhere. The 26 countries in Europe. It makes the business so fragile. It makes the economy to be more robusting. And that's why you see most of Africa, instead of them to do business Africa to Africa, they prefer going to Europe. They invest their money in Europe. So it's quite unfortunate what is happening in Africa. But we thank God that the young ones who are coming out are now beginning to realize the potential Africa have. And when we saying, thank God for Abraham Traore, you cannot do what you do to Gaddafi to me. How I wish Libya knew that Gaddafi was their messiah on earth. They will do everything possible to protect the interests of Gaddafi. Today, the West and the America, they brainwash Libya and make Libya to sold Gaddafi out. Today, what has become the outcome of Libya? Libya was one of the best countries in Africa, pursuing Europe. Most of them, they don't like traveling because their country is okay. Once you are a citizen, you give birth, you have a house, you have a car, you are doing well, free education under Gaddafi. But they brainwash these people that this man is using your people and they sold Gaddafi out. They buy Gaddafi. Since these people buy Gaddafi and took all the natural resources that belong to Libya, what is the outcome of Libya today? It's to you to know that these Western people, they don't mean well for us. During the election, they will keep mute. They will want the weakest candidate to win so that they will have time to keep making us. Thank God that the young ones are coming up in Africa to challenge this rascality these people are doing. Please, if today is your first time of watching my video, if you watch up to this very moment, subscribe to this channel, on your notification and share. Thank you.
Video I'm name ugbu a bụ ihe gbasara ndị Igbo, so ọ na okwu anyị ka m ga-ekwu ya n'olu anyị, olu ndị Igbo. Ọ kwa ihe gbasara Nnamdi Kanu. A ma ekwu okwu maka ihe mege na Abuja taa, ebe a na-ekpe Nnamdi Kanu ikpe. Ọ na m nọtụ ma na-ajụ onwe m sị, enwere ihe ndị ọzọ ma m amarụ, enwere mkpebi enwere m amarụ. Ikpe a ikpe gị na Abuja taa a na-ekpe Nnamdi Kanu, ele ebe eji ya aga, ele ha chọrọ n'ime ya, ele mkpebi enwe, ele ihe ebumnobi eji ekpe gị ikpe a. Ke ha ga-eme achieve, ke ha ga-enweta n'ikpe a ikpe gị na Abuja. Mụnwa asọpọtụ n'ikpe ikpe gị na Abuja. Na 2005, oge Obasanjo, enwere similar situation. Onye izizi m na arrest mgbe awa Saidi Kubo. Ngwa onye abụọ m na arrest. Ebe m na-agba bọọlụ. Emecha ma arrest Frederick Fashion. Mecha ma arrest Gani Adams. Buru anyị chapuga Abuja. Na-ete anyị ikpe for treason and treasonable felony. Anyị anọ. Mgbe o rukwe mgbe a ga-ahapụ cha ndị ọzọ jide m nọ extra 1 year and a half before a hapụrụ m. Mana ikpere ikpe anyị anọ kwuo okwu similar things that time. Mana taa asịsị na terrorism. Fine, terrorism. Ihe mege na Nigeria taa, ọsọ Nnamdi Kanu mege ya. It's not terrorism. Ihe niile egbuge n'ugwu Hausa, from Maiduguri to Zamfara to Kaduna to name it, the entire North Central, and we get the same. Ọkwa terrorism again. Gbugo onye ọbụla, ma ndị uwe ojii, ma ndị amị, ma onye ihu ma onye azụ.
A long time ago, in an isolated sea, a mermaid secretly put a baby boy.
Over 10 years now. Mmadụ ole n'ime ha ka ekpeghị ikpe na court Nigeria taa. Ndị Igbo wụnụ aka m jụga ihe ndị a. Mmadụ ole n'ime ndị a ka ekpeghị ikpe taa. Nke onye Yoruba Sunday bụ nke ahụ na-eji m egbe ma anụ n'ọnụ ihu na-eso ya na-agba ndụ mmadụ ahapụ ya. Ele ebe ekpeghị ikpe taa. Ọwụzi onye kwugo okwu na redio, ụzi onye a na-akpọ ikpe terrorism. Kedu ebe ndị ọzọ nọ? Ọhịa m na-achụ asịghị m na ekpe ikpe terrorism, fine, kpewe ikpe. Kedu kwanụ ndị ọzọ n'oge ka anyị ncha anyị anụ mkpọrọ ahụ ugbu a ekpere anyị ikpe the same offense, the same time. Ọwụzi selected injustice ka emeke now na Nigeria. Ọ na mmahụ ụra, ana m ahụsị ya ọfụma maka ihe a ọ na-eri m nri n'ahụ. M sị na ya m na-echu ụlọ na-echekwado ya. Ụdịrị asọ wụsa ya nwa na-amụta nwa na-apịwa ọnụ. Anara ofu onye oru azụ, anara ndị oru niile azụ. Ndị Igbo lee ihe mege n'ụdị ihe a. Onye ọbụla na-emechi ọnụ gbapụ, enweghị na-ekwuzi okwu. Ndị kwanụ bulitere keesi a na-ekpe senior advocate of Nigeria align ọkụ ndị Igbo senior advocate, fine. Ka anyị kọrọ na akụ na-agbalịkwa o senior advocate unu agbalịana. All these SPs niile na etadaga emega set. na court. All these SBs need na emega admit. Unu no nga. SBs ọkwa ya ka ga-eche nye judgment. Ka mgbe judge na-eche judgment ya ga boss ga were ndị oje ya. Ele ebum n'obi ele dị unu che. Ka ọnụ ka ikpọpụta nwanne anyị ka sacrifice ya. Ele ndị butere atụmatụ ikpe aza. Aghọtara m na-eche ma enwere otu unu shiri nwee mkpebi na Abuja ebe ahụ a na-enwe onye mmanụ because